following the pharmacist's orders. So I'm one of the bajillions of folks who are afflicted with chronic pain and multiple different things that require medications at different times. It's lame, but I'm glad there are things I can do to help myself. A couple of years ago I moved in with my girlfriend at the time, now wife, woo, and had to transfer pharmacies. The closest place to our new house was a pretty low-traffic major generic pharmacy. So I figured, cool, that's easy. I work from home and I can pop in during the daytime and pick up my meds. Mostly this works out. I need to pick up maybe 3 or 4 prescriptions per month. And it usually goes exactly according to plan with a minimum of fuss. Except when it came to my Humira. For those unaware, Humira is an immunosuppressant that you can use to combat things like psoriasis. But in my case, it was to help lower my immune system that seemed hell-bent on ravaging my spine. Very mainstream medication. If you live in the US, you've likely seen the terrifying ads on a regular basis. I'd been taking it for years. They have a handy auto-injector pen that makes it virtually painless and easy to take. So I was very confused when I picked up my first prescription from the new pharmacy. And it was a bottle of the medication with a simple syringe provided. Not a huge deal. I could make it work. But it hurts a heck of a lot more to inject that into my stomach than it does to use the pen. So I asked the pharmacist about it. She had no clue what I was talking about, despite the fact that my rheumatologist's script clearly said, injector pen, on it. I tried to tell her what was happening, but she said she was too busy. And if in the future I didn't get the injector pen, just don't pay for the script and send it back. So a month went by, and I ordered my prescription again, making sure to call in and request over the phone that I have the pen instead of the syringe. I went and picked up my order. They're visually identical unless you open them up. And before paying for anything, I opened it up and saw that it was the syringe again. I turned to the tech and asked him to send it back and reorder the injector pen for me. The pharmacist came out in a huff immediately, demanding to know why I had opened a product that I didn't intend to accept. I told her, that was literally what it was the same pharmacist told me to do last month. You said to check it before accepting. So that's what I did. She was agog for a moment. The opened box of Humira was going to cost her pharmacy over $4,000. The American healthcare system is so damn stupid. But she then remembered our conversation. I'm extremely tall, so I stick out, I think, and grumbled and shuffled back to her pill lair. I now get my Humira prescription from a different pharmacy that's a good 1-minute drive farther away. But I still use that pharmacy for most of my needs. TLDR, a pharmacy ordered a form of my medication that hurt a lot more than it needed to. So I protested. They told me to open my script and check before I paid for it. And that's what I did. It cost them several $1,000s as I hadn't signed for the medication as of yet. The US healthcare system is a joke show. I'm so glad the packaging for the Humira generic is unique to each injection method. Sorry you had to deal with that prick, pun intended. I'm just here to say, now wife. Woo. Was so sweet to add in. I was already on your side before reading the story. Fire. Pill lair tears of joy. Pharmacists are equally split between overworked and lazy. If they are the first, the store needs to hire more, so people who need life-saving medications can get them in time. Is there someplace to report this? Or do we just jump pharmacies and hope we don't get flagged as drug-seeking? Quote, I have 2 stories of lazy and/or stupid pharmacists. The first is a person who refused to fill my prescription. Gave me a curled lip and a, we don't fill those orders here. I was baffled at first, until I realized that my medication Oxcarbazepine was being mistaken for oxycodone. Face with rolling eyes. Oxcarbazepine is used to treat epilepsy and cannot get you high whatsoever. And even if I had a script for the other one, it's none of your goddamn business. Your job is to put pills in tiny bottles. I asked to see the head pharmacist, who rolled her eyes and filled it immediately. Another time I went to go pick up a prescription and the pharmacist informed me that there was a delay involving a shipping truck and my medication wouldn't arrive until Tuesday. I had called for a refill on Thursday. It was now Saturday. I wasn't informed of this delay and was now out of important medications. I asked for an emergency supply until my meds arrived. She acted like I asked her to climb Everest. Well, we might not have enough for that. Then why didn't you call and tell me that? We close at 5 o'clock. It was 3 o'clock. I don't know if I can do that without your doctor's approval. I said I would wait and sat. She kept giving me nervous looks for another hour. Then magically handed me my full prescription. Imagine that. And the weird thing is my husband prefers the syringe for his insulin over the injector pen. Go figure. The American healthcare system is so damn stupid. 1000% agree. My wife takes a prescription not covered by our insurance and it is $600. We can go online and get a coupon which makes the prescription $25. Why not just sell the prescription for $25? I'd switch to the other pharmacy. I have an inherent lack of trust when it comes to incompetence. Humira comes in 2 formulas. One uses citrate as a preservative. I am allergic to citrate and the pain of taking the shots over time became so excruciating that I would throw up from the pain. So bad that I quit taking it until I learned there is a different formula with a preservative that doesn't set off my allergies. I am on the injector pen with the alternate formula even to this day. Glad you can finally get what you need. That's her trying to make the pharmacy more profit by scamming you. The prescription said injector pen which costs more so she can charge you for the more expensive item that's stated. All the while she's instead ordering the cheaper version and pocketing the difference. I'd contact the Royal Pharmaceutical Society and report her. Let them investigate. My wife's Humira comes in a cooler pack via UPS. Never had any issues getting the autoject pens that way. Have a friend in Asia who is being examined because they suspect that an autoimmune disorder is causing his spine to rapidly deteriorate. Would you mind sharing the condition that causes this that you were diagnosed with? Just looked up Humira to see what it does. And if it compares with anything my wife is already taking. She's a walking pharmacy. Not something she would need. But FYI, the price here in Australia under the PBS scheme is $30. That's Australian dollars. Currently known as the Pacific Peso, cause the exchange rate sucks muchly. It sounds like the pharmacy is charging the health insurance co the full price for the injector pen, giving you the cheaper syringe option and pocketing the change. While the US health system is a joke, this pharmacy is even shadier. That is complete BS and is actually fraud. They could be shut down and or fined up the wazoo. You should have switched all your meds to the new pharmacy. Why should you have to drive to 2 different places just so you can continue to support a pharmacy that won't follow your doctor's prescription? Hot damn. As much as I'm all for free market capitalism, this is what happens when you make healthcare and health-related products a for-profit system. It does not end well when a product is sold that people absolutely cannot do without. If your insurance offers it, Check out Express Scripts. I get 3 months of 5 meds delivered for $0 if not for them. I'd spend $150 a month at a pharmacy. I'll pocket my $450 and be happy not to have to see a pharmacist, although my local one is staffed by reasonable people who really try to make it work. Her pill lair. Winking face. Pill lair. Lol. My mom gets her Humira through the mail and has to argue with the insurance people at least every 3 months about it. It's awful.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.